What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the recap from the Goulamirian versus Ramirez DAZN card that took place on Saturday, March 30th. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, first off, on the undercard here, the only other fight that was worth watching and talking about, in my opinion, was the Alexis Rocha versus Fred Lawson fight that took place at welterweight. Rocha bouncing back from that brutal knockout loss to Giovanni Santillan, where he really, got beat down in that fight. He bounced back against Lawson, who was returning following his first round TKO loss to Virgil Ortiz back in January. So, both guys having something to prove here. Rocha, coming in the strong favorite, wanting to let everybody know that he's still around. It was a good scrap between him and Lawson. Lawson landed his shots, but Rocha was the aggressor. He pretty much dominated the action and ended up stopping Lawson in the later rounds to bounce back. I'm not going to be doing a what's next video on Alexis Rocha. He's not a top 10 welterweight. I think he said he wanted Giovanni Santillan in a rematch. I doubt that he gets that unless Oscar really wants to put it on or believe that Rocha can pull this victory out. But I don't think the confidence would or should be too high after the beatdown that he suffered. So we'll see what happens with Rocha. I think he's probably just going to get another stay busy type knockout win on another undercard in a few months. And just start and continue to build himself back up. But then the main event, you had Arsen Goulamirian, the undefeated reigning, but widely inactive WBA cruiserweight champion, achieved his dream of fighting in the U.S. as he would defend his title against the former super middleweight world champion Gilberto Ramirez, and it ended up being a pretty good fight, but Ramirez went on to win by a convincing 12-round unanimous decision as he makes history, becoming the first ever Mexican to win the cruiserweight championship at 200 pounds. What we thought was going to be the task for Ramirez is handling a big-time cruiserweight punch against a guy like Goulamirian who can hit. But outside of that, I mean, the physical advantages that Ramirez had, the speed, all that stuff, nobody was really worried about it, which is why I thought Ramirez was going to pull the win out. But, Ramirez, not a big puncher, not a big single puncher, but he did rock Goulamirian a few times. He even got rocked himself. He stayed in the pocket. He was in and out, but when he was in the pocket, he got hit with some good shots by Goulamirian, but he just kept coming. He just kept fighting, kept boxing. It was a good show of a boxer puncher, as he did what I predicted, outworked Goulamirian to a convincing 12-round unanimous decision, and is now the WBA cruiserweight champion of the world. So big win for him. Not sure if Goulamirian's going to get a what's next video after this defeat. He's been widely inactive. He did lose a convincing decision. He wasn't in the top 10 coming in, but not because he's not good enough. It was because of inactivity. So I got to reevaluate and look at my top 10 to see if Goulamirian's in it. But either way, I think Goulamirian's probably not going to get big opportunity next. He'll probably have to earn his way back in. That's what I'm thinking. But for Gilberto Ramirez, definitely going to get a what's next video next week, and we'll discuss what he could be doing moving forward following this big win over Arsen Goulamirian. So that's it. That's what I got. That's the Goulamirian versus Ramirez DAZN recap from the fight that took place on March 30th. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.